Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Sunless Seas. In the last episode I was a little bit dead, so we just kind of did a round trip from the Carnet back to London again. But today I think we're going to go have a look at Scrimshander. I've been warned that I may need supplies to actually fully explore the place. And I was looking at my journal earlier and I'm pretty sure, well, it says deep in Scrimshander's ivory archives. So in order for me to do this, I think I am actually going to have to go back and get supplies, but it's right next to me, so I may as well go have a look. It's in the Sea of Lilies, which is here, I assume. So let's go have a look. We have enough fuel and supplies and things. Ship's taking a little bit of a beating, but nothing too bad. I don't really want to go out here. There's normally a Carnet guard sitting right outside the port. Let's see if we can scoot around them. At some point I need to look into advancing the Khan stuff, but for now I'm going to put it on the back burner, I think. And hope that I can get through the Sea of Lilies without finding a bound shark, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened last time I came here. Oh, they're not fun. What is this? Carnet ship. Okay, let's see if we can give him a wide berth. I do not fancy fighting him. Only because it just makes the Carnet hate me more. I'm trying to get on their good side. How else am I going to infiltrate their network and instill spies and things all over the place for London? Assuming I don't accidentally kill London. I seem to be making a lot of choices that advance the... Oh god, what are they called? Not revolutionaries. Oh no, the light in the eyes people. Oh my god, how have I forgotten them as basic of people? Like a huge faction. Oh dear. Oh well, I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about here. Not the liberation of night. That's Sunless Seas. Actually, I think the liberation of night is a thing. In Skies even. And it is in Sunless Seas as well, I believe. It's a toad. Nothing nasty, please. I'm actually going to have to go under the water, because Scrimshander is an underwater port. So I may as well do that now, and hope that the constant companion doesn't come and eat me. Oh, there you go, Scrimshander. It's right here. Wonderful. Giant bone. It's amazing how many of the ports have been built on the backs of dead animals. Or has this just been constructed from dead animals? Whoops. Oh god. I've crashed. Oh, bugger it. Oh, done it again. Oh man, they should not let me drive. Dock. There we go. Here we go. Entering Scrimshander. Before you looms the bone tower of Scrimshander, the city of remembrance. Ivory structures jut from the pile, supported by buttressing tusks. As your light plays across them, you can make out inscriptions, names, pictures, and dozens of lost languages. The largest ones carry a warning. All are welcome to enter, but none may depart without leaving something of themselves behind. Oh, that doesn't... Oh no. That doesn't sound fun at all. Okay, so we can accept the price. A drownie floats before the docking gate of a bone cathedral. She wears a cowl and carries a ceremonial key carved from a femur. As you approach, she sings a solemn greeting. Soldier, scholar, servant of the art. History welcomes without toll, but be warned, ere you depart, none who enter escape whole. Beware, you will have to pay a price to depart from Scrimshander. Only one way to find out. The Guardian unlocks the ivory gates. Steel glints in her fingers as she carves an image of your ship into her massive bone key. Your brave crew decides to remain on the ship as you disembark for the tower's dry center. You walk down a damp nave of bone. Intricately carved ivory walls depict improbable scenes from history. The walls are edged in tiny finger bones, each bearing a single name. Inhabitants wear ashen robes and carry steel-tipped bone quills, but you recognize most as drownies or Shelonate expatriates. Or patriots, I suppose is how I was supposed to say that. While most are quiet and ignore visitors, you hear heated arguments over interpretations of the sacred remains. Sacred remains which include whatever you leave behind when you depart. There's a few things here. Let's start with a port report. Consider it an ongoing history of the present. The inhabitants of Scrimshander spend much of their time preying on the mysteries of the past. They spend almost as much time arguing over their interpretations. Salted residents often collect nearby salvage, studying the results and inscribing their interpretations on any skeletal remains, but those who leave too often are easily recognized by what they have left behind in their travels. Memories, personalities, and bones. Otherwise, they rarely consider the present, certainly not with the same focus they give to the histories buried within their tower. Recent world events are met with polite silence, unless it prompts an anecdote about similarities with antiquity. Apart from old grudges and new theories, very little changes here. So we have two missions here. One is delivering the Mosaic Drowny, and the other one was delivering the Truth-Hunting Shelonate. Start at the top. Deliver the Drowny. Your silent passenger is transfixed by the murals, eyes wide and mouth agape. His unrepeatable exclamation is the first word you've heard from him. Something within the Mosaic Drowny has been unloosed at the sight of such sweeping histories. After such a long time silent, he is eager to share his own smaller stories, and until he can earn his own bone quill, you are his captive audience. The coins he gives you are valuable, but not as much as the tales that tumble out of him. We got 50 echoes. We gained some tides of time. Don't know what that is. And we found 5 sea stories. Okay, let's deliver the Truth-Hunting Shelonate. She kneels before an ivory carving of a faceless warrior. Its scarred figure resembles the tattoo on her arm. After saying a wordless prayer, the Truth-Hunting Shelonate stands and clasps you in a fierce embrace. In addition to payment, she proudly presents you with a garland of shark's teeth. My days of hunting monsters is over. Now I hunt heroes through the ages. So we got 1 Scrimshander History of Heroes and a hunting trophy. Seems useful, doesn't it? We can wander the halls. Or we can gather at the stage of history. I worry that I'm only going to be able to do one of these. But we'll start with wandering the halls. Let's see if we find anything interesting. The simple houses are built with bricks of ash and bone dust. Each bears a finely engraved story, from the mundane to the profane. Some bricks tell the same tales from different and contradictory sources. You spend a quiet hour reading the side of a derelict house. A handful of its tales are suspiciously familiar. We gained 1 terror, 10 fragments. Not sure that was a worthwhile trade. Well, we can't do this, so we're going to have to gather at the stage of history. Scholars file quietly into a pair of great ivory doors to the far end of the hallway. When they stumble out again, you can hear raised voices, arguments, and laughter. To the amphitheatre. After the reverent silence of the outside, the boisterous noise of the amphitheatre washes over you like the heavy sea beyond these walls. Actors strut in an amphitheatre of bone, performing historical plays of dubious veracity. An audience watches from below, with each roaring drunk member applauding or jeering different details of the work. Above, an impervious figure wearing a crown of ivory judges each performance from a raised theatre box. All are served by a single man, weaving between the crowd and wearing a perpetual smirk. There it is. This is I had a comment that told me that I needed wine or coffee to be able to actually explore this place. What is this? The drowning chorus sits dejectedly in the corner, quipping about the hero worship on display. They'll pay well if you can research the societal context to the figures on the stage. I wonder if that'll give me access to the archives. Let's speak to the glib historian. The mushroom wine he serves is stale. The plays he announces are questionable at best, but the impeccably bearded man with the olive skin laughs at every performance and has a smile for every patron. Some cheer history as the work of brave and inspired heroes, especially them who wish they could be heroes themselves. The glib historian rolls his eyes theatrically. Others say it's all shaped by cylindrical changes in scientific progress, economics and such, but nothing gets in the way of a good story quite like nuance. He spits out the word like a rotten grape. We let 'em argue up on the stage and give an ivory crown to who's ever most convincing at the moment. He waves a hand at the temporary monarch in the raised seat above. But far as I'm concerned, he confides, filling a patron's mug with cheap wine, history is what you make of it, and I make a killing. Oh, you've learned enough about history to distrust any one person's interpretation. Let's agree to search the, just in case it uses up this attribute. I'll do that before watching the heroic play. So this is searching for the drownies. Heroes are merely the products of their times. These fools celebrate a pearl and ignore the oyster that made it. Help us tell a more responsible tale, and we put things right. For now, at least. Yeah, you will need to trade coffee or wine for time in the archives in order to pursue this quest. So we're going to have to go back to London and we're going to have to go buy coffee and wine. Which I knew about, so I'm too surprised. Let me just write this down, even though I'm probably going to try and do this episode, which means going all the way back to London, which is going to be fun. We can watch a heroic play. Plus 50 echoes. Well, we got given 50 echoes to come here, so I may as well. The Shellenet's champions promised the tale of a lone hero who changed the course of history, based on historical evidence. Truly, this is what heroes are made of: courage, charm, and an ample capacity for violence. The moral is clearly defined. The prop horses are surprisingly well painted. How considerate of history to provide such an exemplar of heroism. The crowd roars its approval and keeps the glib historian busy with demands for more wine. His efforts to serve the unruly lot deserve a play of their own. So, can I just leave? there quite this many guards when you came in? Was there always a pile of fresh bones by the entrance? No one may depart Scrimshander without leaving something of themselves behind by which to be remembered. Tradition demands it, as do the muscular guards at the gate. Their sharpened bone quills are at the ready to collect your donation. We can provide transport for a scholar. A bandaged scholar stands near the exit, angrily brushing ash off himself. At your approach, he brusquely demands passage to Hideaway. Of course, he'll pay. Okay. I suppose this will let me leave. He studied remains of 100 wars and read 1,000 bitter ends. Now he seeks the survivors so he can interview them in person. He assures you it's a purely academic interest. His life has been splendid. Personally, he merely wishes to see how they live with themselves. So we have another... We need to drop off a guy at Hideaway again. Not fun going to Hideaway. Nope, that didn't let me leave. Okay. I can leave my fingers behind. That seems like a bad idea. Let's just leave behind... Oh, God. 5 Z stories? That's a lot of Z stories to leave behind. Admittedly, we did get rewarded these. But, you know, yep, you can always make more stories. You take a deep breath of bittersweet incense and recount tales. As you speak, a chronicler carves your words onto bricks of ash and bone powder. The bone quills scratching grates at the incense, and the incense stings your eyes. But you continue. By the time you've finished, your head aches, and the chronicler holds a handful of bricks. Before returning to your ship, you examine one. It bears your name and a short tale. But it isn't a memory of yours. You'd remember anything that outlandish. Best to leave before they realise the mistake they've made. Ooh, so they take the story, they remove it from you. Okay. Well, we need to go back to London and buy wine and things. We do have one more exit out of there with the trophy. Can I ride this current, please? I suppose sometimes the currents just don't work properly. No? Like, I'm actually going slower in this current than I would be otherwise. See? Like, what? It's definitely flowing in the direction that I'm going, which means in theory I should just be able to go into it. Nope. Alright, well, I want to stay under the sea for a bit. It's quite a way back. Maybe not. Oh, we found something apparently. Hang on, what's that? Something went woo woo woo. Oh, nothing important. I have been reminded that I need to go... excuse me, can I go back up? No? Right then. Let's hope there's nothing nasty here. Oh no, it's a shipwreck. Hey, maybe we'll get some logs. Still need those. The wreck waits below, a dark shape in the dark water. What caused it to sink? Does anything salvageable remain? We can retrieve sunken treasure. The cabins of the wreck are intact. Something of value may have survived. As you peer in through a porthole, a finned shadow sweeps past. 48%? That's almost a flip of a coin. You don your diving suit. You lead a small crew down to the wreck. The lights of your submarine scratch at the darkness around you. Of the Finn or its owner, there is no signs. You are recovering salvage. What have you found? Could anything of value have survived? A hemp sack. The sack is almost rotted away. There is a promising bulge at the bottom. Ooh, drowning pearls. I think I needed drowning pearls for the Carnet. I remember reading something about that, so I'm going to hold on to those. The Carnet sends tigers down to claw them off the Z bed, a fourth right crewman asserts. The chorus of irritated denials forces a partial retraction. Let's go up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I needed drowning pearls for something. I think it's to trade with one of the leaders in the Carnet. And off my lights. As I was saying, how getting to the Iron Republic's going to be a real long slog. Maybe I won't go to the Iron Republic yet. If we come across some pirates and I get some more fuel and food, then I will. I swear this music is featuring at least once in every episode recently. Oh bugger, Carnet ship and it's coming this way. No. That was evasive maneuvers. I just cut it a little bit too close. Just rip off the front of some poor man's boat. Sorry! I'm just a really bad driver. Sort my insurance details with him. A burning blue. A hiss of horror from the lookout. The glim lamp at the front of the ship is sputtering and arcing. Yeah, we can probably pass this. Yep. Don't need to worry about that challenge anymore. I need to raise my stance at some point. I keep forgetting it's a thing. Like, ideally, I want more irons. I'd like more veils, but I think I have been told that it's impossible to raise veils unless you have a certain starting class. I'm actually concerned that we might not have enough fuel to make it back. We've got like, what, 3.5 barrels to make the entire... Yeah, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Probably won't have enough to go all the way down here, though. So, yeah, I won't do that. I do want to see if I can get the cannon gun to use the ammunition, the hunter I bought. Because I kind of want to take on Mount Nomad. We've seen Mount Nomad. It's at like the northern part of the map. I don't know what you get for destroying Mount Nomad, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with style. And one day it's going to be a goal, I guess, of an episode is to try and kill it. I don't know if there's a quest for it, or if it's just, you know, that's a thing that exists around the place. But I guess we'll find out, won't we? I definitely got one shot, and I'm hoping one shot's good enough. I don't know how... I might need something ridiculous to get the actual gun. Even though I imagine it'd be more of a catapult if I'm firing people, but I guess you could put somebody in it. Okay, you a crack pirate crew? Crack pirate frigate, let's take you down. I need to get behind you. Lights on. Scala. She's a vile vessel. Ooh, one supply, 2 fuels. 2 fuels. Yeah, that doesn't seem right, but... And some sort of barrel. Ooh, cask of mushroom wine. We need some of that. Wonderful. That's actually useful. I won't sell that this time. Do I have enough fuel now? Do I feel more confident about going down to the Iron Republic? Seems like it could be a really bad idea. Oh, sod it, let's go. What have I got left on the episode? I've got like 5 minutes. Okay, maybe we won't... Okay, this is the new goal. Or the episode's going to run long, one or the other. We know how this goes. My terror's looking good. It's literally just my food and fuel that I'm worried about. I want a fog bank. Because of course there's a blooming fog bank. Go around it this way, I think. Nothing here. Oh, you're just a normal pinnace? No, you're the pirate poet, I think. Well, let's fight her. We may as well. Running away? I do not want to be at the front end. I do not want to be at the front end. Help. Oh god, she turned. Aha, you missed. Come on, line up those front guns. Gotcha. You've defeated an Eliasius class vessel, crippled, broken, already feeding disease, endless hunger, little remains of the ship, but scraps of sinking cargo and a few buoyant parts of its splintered carcass. Let's investigate the wreckage. The legendary clay woman, Corsair. She clings tight to the last few scraps of floating debris, defeated but defiant. We could, Wait, a measure of professional assistance? You could just fish her out. Again. But she said it herself the last time you crossed paths. She'd hate to have to spread the word that you've gone soft. I'm gonna rescue her. Why not? I'm just interested. Technically a rescue. A lifeboat? Oh dear, no. Whatever would people say? The pirate poet glares up at you as the life buoy hits the water, but she grabs it, regardless. Your message is received and her look makes it quite clear that for this there will be a reckoning. A half-glimpsed smirk as she turns away, though suggests that it is a challenge she is already looking forward to. We have forged a rivalry with the pirate poet. At this point, we're basically bloody friends. Admittedly, that used a lot of my supplies and didn't actually help me very much. But I am intrigued as to where her storyline goes. I think now I will have to meet her on Geiger's Morn or something? I don't know. Or I'll meet her again out on the sea. I don't know. Let's just hope we see her again. Oh, wrong button. Oh, there's a Z creature of some description. It looks very bloody big. So maybe let's not mess with it. Go the other way, please. Thank you. Damn, bloody hell, this is a big fog bank. Yeah, I have no idea what that is, but it's huge. Unless, of course, that all Z creatures have the same sort of size when they're under the water, but I don't think so. Okay, we're past the fog bank. We've got 2 and a bit fuel and 2 food. I mean, if we can resupply at Iron Republic, we should be okay, but I don't actually think we can. Even though it would make sense that we could. But the place is mad, isn't it? So I know there's a couple of like Tremine pirates outside of the Iron Republic. I don't know if they're pirates or if they're just guards of the Iron Republic, but we could try fighting those, see if they drop any food or fuel. This music definitely doesn't fit the Iron Republic. But we did make it here. Another giant fog bank. Good God. Right, let's have a look around, shall we? Dock. The Iron Republic. Compile a port report while we're here. Oh! The sensations of the new Republic are overwhelming. I almost said the new Republic. Apparently I've been watching too much Star Wars. This is a desire for years. This is a hatred for fountains. Here is an emotion that can only be expressed mathematically. Now you're awash with a nostalgia for the hatching of an egg. Write it down. Write it all down. Perhaps you'll be rid of it. So we gained 2 hearts, which is brilliant. The cavalry doctrine is open for business, whatever that means, and we gained a tale of terror and a memory of distant shores. Wow, open this. On days such as this, the market is filled with crucified dragons and lords in waiting. They whistle a welcome. For some reason, this has just reminded me of that exceptional story where you have the boat race. The Icarian Cup, is it called? I did an episode on it from Fallen London. I just remembered that scene where you're outside the Iron Republic and it has one of the crazy storms where things just go nuts. Visit the shops tab. After this visit, the doctrine will no longer be here. The Republic will seek wine and honey instead. I mean, I can buy fuel? That seems very cheap. Zoop. We'll sell supplies. Yeah, don't accidentally sell your supplies, because that would be funny. I am that dumb. Is it the Tittering Artificer's project? Ah, this is a forward-mounted weapon with unusual characteristics. It's got to be this. Nearly ready? Yes, nearly ready. I need more. You can have the prototype when it's done. Take it. Kill with it. I want to see what damage you can do. Ammunition will be difficult, and it will cost you so much. So much. But the weapon. Oh, the weapon. So, what do we need? We need 7 Stygian Ivory and 12 Devil Bone dice. Let me just write that down. Somewhere. I'm actually running out of... I need to rewrite all of these notes and, like, with what I've done. Like, removing the stuff that I've done and double-checking because I got really lazy, like, a few episodes ago and I just stopped updating this. So I need what? To fund Iron Republic. Oh. And don't stop working now. Iron Republic. And then I'll put it just in brackets gun. I know what that means. I need 12 Iam's Devil Bone dice. And was it 7 Stygian Ivory? We found a place to buy Stygian Ivory. So, and that will get us the gun that we can use the Hunter on. We spent 1,000 echoes on, so, you know. It might be worth me spending just a little bit more money to get the gun, but that will take out my front gun slot, which I can't exactly. I'm not going to be using this super expensive weapon against just normal pirates, am I? Because that's just a huge waste. But we'll keep it in mind, and hopefully we'll work it out. But I am probably going to have to end the episode here. We've run a little long. In the next episode, we'll go back to London. We'll pick up some wine, and we'll pick up some maybe coffee or wine. One or the other. And coffee's more effective, if I remember correctly. But then we'll go back to Scrimshander and we will explore the depths of the archives and we'll try and either find out our ambition or we have to try and find the drowning hero. But thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. I read them all. They are hugely useful and I remember some of them. But as always, I'll see you next time.